I feel like this whole album is like signed C XOXO because it's signed by me. From me to you. What's up guys, I'm Camila Cabello and welcome to my Billboard cover shoot. So we are at my Billboard cover shoot in East Hollywood. We've got a little kiddie pool over here because we're really trying to like bring Miami to East Hollywood. As you can see, I'm wearing the little bikini here because, you know, we're repping Miami on this album. We're repping the Miami girls. We got some heat that decided to show up for us today. It is actually sauna level hot. Fun fact. It's gonna be really fun. There's like a really cute little dog, and here we go.
What I'm most excited to capture today with Camila is we're in Grandma's house, and I'm just really excited to lean into this vibe that she's created for herself and to capture her in her new moment, and I think it's going to be beautiful.
Camila's rebrand connects to this shoot because we have lots of metallics, clear, she loves blue, things that really feel sort of like mismatched, nothing that's like too coordinated, so we're pulling a lot from her vibes.
Like this new era, everything for me starts with the music and starts with the songwriting, and I do my exploring to figure out, you know, what is like the voice for this album. And I feel like the C XOXO voice is really about just like tapping into your inner baddie, embracing the chaos, the messiness, because like the music is so different and the aesthetic is so different. I feel like it helps to have a stark change visually to go with a change musically. So I tried on a bunch of different wigs and now she's fried and she's also gorgeous, so fuck it. I really was a sponge for all different types of influences, whether it was novels or poems or movies or music throughout this writing process. I definitely feel like we have paid so much homage to hip-hop, whether it's like 2000s hip-hop and R&B that I feel like is like my heart and soul. I mean, obviously there's a lot of different sides to me. There's the part that, you know, loves to like be home with a heating pad with like a turmeric latte and loves to watch a Great British Baking Show. But this is not the side that I'm tapping into for this album. The side that I'm tapping into for this album, it's the side that, you know, wants to go out on the weekend and persuade all my friends to come and wants to make some decisions that might be a little bit messy. It's that side. And I think like the baddie side that exists in all of us. First, I should introduce my friend. This is Howie, who is a part of this shoot. I just was telling everybody here how I feel like little dogs make every shot like feel a little bit more cunty. I feel like he really added to the shot. So I hope you make the cut, little guy, because I think you did a great job. I feel like Playboi Carti is so emblematic of creative freedom. I feel like he's just somebody who has this energy of going from like his deepest natural instincts, that I feel like that energy and that intention is something that I really wanted to carry into this album. I DM'd him just to kind of start a relationship. Me and my collaborators, Elgincho and Jasper, we really wanted him to be on I Love It, but you know, you can always only hope. You never know if the stars are gonna align. But he loved the song. No pun intended. We were in the studio. I had a little tequila because I was honestly so nervous to meet him. He has this mysterious vibe and he was honestly so sweet. He just freestyled his part. And a million TikToks later, here we are. There are some people online that say that they can't understand what he's saying in the song. Even when we were in the studio and he was freestyling these melodies, it's just as simple as like, it feels good. And it's funny, like over time, we decode what he says and you know, you find like, oh, I love that bar and I love that lyric, but in the beginning, it's all about just like if it feels good or not. And I think that's the most important thing about music is, does it feel good or not? Period. What I can tease about the new album, I have to be real selective here because I don't want to give away too much, but I want to give away the most tasty little mini crumb. There's no other song like I Love It on the album. It does have a spirit that is carried throughout the rest of the album in the sense that it's uncharted territory for me. For example, one of my collaborators, Jasper, he was like, we always try to just keep it interesting and weird. If there was like a soft piano, then I'm almost doing like a fast rap over it. If there's a like harder beat, then I'm doing something a little bit more melodic. Like it's always kind of like these things that you wouldn't expect to go together. I also feel like if you've been seeing XOXO, that came from a lyric in one song that said, signed a letter at your door, signed it XOXO. And I feel like this whole album is like signed XOXO because it's signed by me, from me to you. First of all, I would like to address the naturalness of the pose of answering this question with just peeking out of the car. And I'd like to show you guys also the behind the scenes glamour of our Billboard cover shoot. We got some trash bags, got just the beautiful perfume scent of some discarded Little Bites bags, some of my favorite snacks as a child. Rest in peace, Little Bites. I feel like for this album, it really was for me about getting back to the craft and practice of songwriting. There wasn't any like people that I hired as co-writers. It was just me doing like the bulk of it. And I think that really was more responsibility and more fear. If Pablo and Jasper would come up with like fucking a fire musical idea, you know, it was up to me to kind of come up with the concept or like the idea of the song. And this was the first time that I really was like, you know, I'm kind of like wearing the kind of like songwriter hat. This has been such a collaborative album, and I've gotten to work with artists that I'm such a huge fan of. I feel really, really grateful. Constantly I'm wrestling with imposter syndrome that these amazing artists like wanted to be on my album, because I often feel like this in comparison to them. There was definitely a phase of my life where I felt like I was just like not into touring. I felt so lonely. I think that I'm gonna just like find a way to make it fun and sustainable for me, because I love this album so much. And I feel like it just feels like such an album that I want people to experience live, and that, fuck it, such an album that I want to experience live. So I would love to tour this album. And as far as what that will feel like in a live show, we're already working on that. I hope fans take away from this era and from XOXO some courage to like live their messy lives and to do it in a way that feels signed by you. I'm living my life and putting it out there, signed by me, XOXO, and I just want you to live your life and fucking write your name on it at the end of it. Like, this was by me, bitch, XOXO. All right, everybody, that's a wrap! Woo! Thank you, everybody! Thank you, Billboard!